See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert, always prepared for whatever. I see me. There's a seat right here. You can see from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Game time.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh, man. She's killing me. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A game. I'm not putting them socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get some milk.
What's going on, world? DS1 Raw, so we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that is in the building right now. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all of the visionaries. Shout out to everyone who supports Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to the A Game Nation. And I appreciate all the love and the support. We're back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV with another one. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. And I appreciate y'all, man. Much love to everybody that's here. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like button for me, fam. Start off by hitting that like button. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. After you smash the like button, go ahead and share today's show. Share today's show. Share it on your community tab, your Discord servers, anywhere that you share videos. Make sure you share this show, man. Make sure you share this show. Let me get over here to the chat room and give some shout outs before I start today's show. Let's see who's up in the building. Peace to the God King. Shout out to you, my brother. Thanks for coming through and supporting. Willie Rivers. What's going on, Willie Rivers? Shalom to you. Shout out to my brother Rob Mack in the building. Peace to you, fam. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to my brother's father's time in the building. Salute my brother, A Game Nation in the building. Shout out to Miss Queena in the building. Salute, salute. Always holding down the chat room. Shout out to you, Miss Queena. Shout out to my brother Walt Diddy in the building. A Game Nation. Shout out to Shango Zulu in the building. Salute, salute. Shout out to Miss Nisa in the building. Salute to you, Nisa. Salute to my brother Po Boy Films in the building. Salute to my brother Po Boy Films. Shout out to Miss Angie in the building. What's going on, Miss Angie? I appreciate you for always coming through and holding down the chat as well. Shout out to all of the visionaries, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. I definitely appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. All of the new supporters that came through. I appreciate y'all, everyone who comments in the comment section. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. So, like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button and make sure y'all share today's show. Also, if y'all haven't yet, make sure y'all go and check out my pre-recorded video because as you know, it ties into today's show. And as y'all requested, I will continue on with this series. Shout out to all you guys who responded to the poll. I appreciate all of the votes, everyone being honest and, letting me know if I should continue with this series, make it a series, or leave it alone. And you guys requested a series. So that's what you guys are going to get, man. So today, this is part 3. This is part 3 of Black Men, We Are at War. Shout out to Miss Brooklyn in the building. Andre Harris, salute. But Black men, we're at war. We're going to get into part 3 today. Make sure you go to the playlist section, of the channel, and click Black Men, We Are at War. Go and check out that playlist. That is where you can easily access all of the content for this series that I will be doing. Before we get into the show, I have to shout out my sister, the Crimson Cure. She just reached 50K. That is a huge milestone here in this YouTube thing that we all do. So make sure y'all go over there and support my sister. Go over there and subscribe to the Crimson Cure channel. And let's go over there and celebrate with her, man, because this is a huge accomplishment for YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber myself. So for her to have that level of support is huge. She worked hard for it. She definitely deserved to celebrate it. And I want to let her know publicly that I'm proud of her, and for her to continue to keep doing what she's doing. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, Kendra. Salute to you. We work hard, and you got the right to celebrate. So congratulations. Congratulations, sis. Congratulations, man. So make sure today at 4:30, y'all go over there. Let's go over there and celebrate with her, man. Y'all could go ask her whatever y'all want to ask her. But just go over there and stop through and congratulate her for her hard work, man. Because we do work hard here in the A Game Nation. We definitely been working hard for a long time. So shout out to sis, man. Shout out to her. Today's show, Black Men, We Are at War. Part 3. Part 3. What is part 3 going to be about? Mass deception. Mass deception. Now, as y'all know, in part 2, we spoke on subversion. We spoke on subversion. Subversion. And we showed and proved yesterday how our values or our value system being subverted is why we're in the current state that we're in as men. Everything is chaotic. We can't seem to get things in order as a group of men so we can implement the proper things in society that will help fulfill our objectives for our people. The reason why that's not happening is because of subversion and our values being subverted. Basically going from the 10 life value system to the lost value system. And today we're going to expound more on this lost value system and what it's really about. And why it is set up the way it's set up, and why we see things going on at the level that it's going for us, brothers. So let's start off with mass deception. Let's just start off with the title. Shout out to my family. Peace to you, Hills In. Much love to you, fam. I appreciate your support as always, man. Let's start off with mass deception. Why did I name this mass deception? Why did I name it mass deception? Of course, I was you know, in my chambers listening to the things that I listen to, and I was trying to come up with a show today for today, and I'm like, what is it that what is the thing currently that is affecting us the most, and we seem to like walk right around it, or don't think that it's actually being used as a weapon toward us? What is this? I spoke on how they turned us against each other, but what else do they use? And the first thing that came to my mind was technology. Excuse me, technology. Technology. The things that's right at our fingertips. You know, a lot of us brothers, you know, we kind of move away from certain things now that's like right in our face. We kind of ignore it. And this is due to technology. This is due to technology. This is why they say technology has dumbed people down. It has, to a certain extent. It has. It has. Because it has affected our communication skills. See, it may have advanced communication in certain areas like business, like education, you know, the external things in life. But technology has slowed us down personally as a people. You know, a lot of people have forgotten how to count because they so used to pulling up their phone and pulling up the calculator. Certain people done forgot how to spell because of spell check. See? So when we talk about mass deception, we're speaking on communications, how we communicate with each other, and how we interact with things around us, and vice versa. See, y'all gonna have to listen to this very carefully, because see, this is the stuff that's hidden in plain sight. This is hidden in plain sight. So when we talking about mass deception, this mass deception is being done through communications. They're doing it through the advancement of technology. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. And they're using this technology to attack us biologically, culturally, and environmentally. But all three. But see, today, we're going to focus on how they're using it to affect our culture and our environment. You see, we're going to talk about how they're using these mass communications, things like YouTube. This is why they're censoring what we say. See, because this is communication. This is communication. So if you wonder why, soon as you put your video up and it gets the yellow, because they're already watching you. You see? Because if you want to make money, you're going to have to speak within the confines of what we deem acceptable for the masses to hear. Y'all got to follow me today, brothers. Y'all got to follow me. Y'all got to follow me. Because you wonder why you see the same shit going on in every city. The same shit. Everybody, all black men got ops. No matter where you go, we op hunting everywhere. We spinning blocks everywhere. The same things are being promoted everywhere. We're doing the same things everywhere. Why is this? How did it get like this? How did it get like this? What happened? How did it get like this? Mass communication. Things like social media. Social media. Mark Zuckerberg, anyone? Instagram. You see? They are using social media to keep black men sleep. That's what they're doing. See, this is why the algorithm favors black men beefing with each other. This is why the algorithm favors the gender war. This is mass deception. If we can get them to accept the payment for them to promote to future generations why it's cool to exterminate and destroy themselves, we win. The devil wins. You see? And they're using things like your Facebook status. What's on your mind? They're using mass communication. So this is social media. This is the movies that you watch. This is the books that you read. See? This is how they're keeping black men following this. This is how they're keeping us stuck right here. Because with a lost value system, you have a lost people, which means they have no culture. They become savages. They have no culture. They become savages. And when a people don't have a culture, the people who's ruling them implements their culture on them, which is the lost value system. You see, their culture and everything is wrapped up in here. See, understand this, brothers. Understand why they had to get you to believe the lie. Subversion. Then after subversion, to secure and implant the lies in your mind as the truth, they use mass media, communications, commercials, propaganda. You see, this is how they get the American citizens to accept America always going to war. Because they put the commercials and the movies out there to program you to accept when they say we're going to war with this country. It's like, oh, okay. We accept it because of this mass deception. You see? They always make America look like the heroes. This is why it's easy to convince the American people that we're going to war for just reasons. They get you to believe the lie and then solidify the lie through mass deception. You see? That's how they get you to accept it, by putting commercials up there. Showing everyone as heroes and we saving everybody. We love everybody. You see that? That's what they do. See? That's what they do to confuse us and our allies. Now, let's flip it on how they do it to black men. They get black men to follow the lost value system, accept the lie, right? Which means accept that value system as being the right value system when it's wrong. They get you to accept the lie, which alters your biology because it then changes the way you think and the way you feel. Then it's going to change what you do, which then goes into our culture, And then they used propaganda, the mass deception, to get us to say, okay, we are niggas. We are those lazy, no good pieces of things that the media says. You see? This is why they had to make the nigger archetype popular and cool. They had to get us to believe the lie. It's cool to stay at home all day, sleep in the bed all day, don't do nothing with your life, don't aspire to do nothing, don't try, don't wash your ass all day. See, they got us to buy into that through mass deception, through the commercials, through hip hop, through the music. This is what they done. You see? Mass deception. This is warfare. Remember what the guy that I showed y'all in the video yesterday, what did he say? The best way to fight a war is to never throw a punch or to never throw a kick. Those are the real strategists. See? Not the physical war that you see. Not that war. You see, this is why they use subversion. See, subversion ties directly into what? Propaganda. Propaganda is used as what? As a tool for mind control. You see? And during war, you need your people to be on your side. So you have to control what they think. So this is why they have the advertisements. You could go back to the wars and you can look it up. They had the stamps for your envelopes. They had commercials. They had little things on the milk cartons back in the day. They had all types of things. That's propaganda. To get you to believe, yes, this is what we need to do, and I'm in support of it. You see? If we get everyone to look at this lost value system as being the winning value system, if we get everyone to believe that if you follow this, you'll be a success in life, black man, then we will always control you. See, that's what we got to understand, brothers. See, we don't control mass communication. We don't. We don't. So we don't dictate our narrative in the media. When you hear us speak on negative media portrayal, this ties into mass deception. This is why women from all different places have different outlooks on black men. But the majority of them look at us the same. Why? Because the narrative is spreaded all over the world as black men ain't shit. This is mass deception. This is a warfare tactic, propaganda. A lot of wars are won before they even started just by propaganda. Because if a person was smart and see that nobody's on their side and everyone is against them, what they'll do is they'll wave the white flag. See, these people understood this. We've lost this mentality, brothers, because we moved away from a value system that taught us to always remain sharp in those areas. See, you're not going to understand mass deception. You're not going to understand subversion if you don't understand the power of spiritual value and why it's an anchor in the 10 life value system. It's an anchor because it's going to keep you afloat. It will not let you sink. It will not let you fall in life. Just like if you got money, your goddamn lights won't go off. Just like if you got money, you can put some clothes on your ass because you need clothes to wear. It's an anchor. You see? It's an anchor. So if you don't understand the power of having spiritual value, you will not understand that we're at war. You will not understand that we're at war because you won't understand how it's being waged. You looking to hear some gunshots. You looking to hear gunshots. When we eating GMO food. You looking to see a rifle when they slapping shit and telling you it's organic and people still catching cancer and dying. See, this is what happens when you practice the lost value system. You lose your foresight. You can't see. You can't see the way you need to see as a man. Your masculine light dims because you're not working on your internal self. When you become worldly, you begin to lose your foresight, which makes you a threat to your brothers and to yourself. You become a breach of security, like my brother, the Book of Ronan, would say. You become a breach of security because you become a threat to yourself. You become kamikaze. This is what the lost value system makes black men. It makes us kamikaze. It makes us go and spin a block and shoot everybody outside, like a lot of us brothers are doing today. Because we think the war is me and you. See, they sold us on that. We believe that. While we getting picked off. Picked off. See? But they using things like Instagram, and they let you go live and let you get up on Instagram live and talk all the gangster shit you want to each other while the police sitting there recording. The police sitting there recording. The whole time you on Instagram live showing money, showing guns, talking all of this. You gonna spend your ops. Your ops don't want no smoke. All on a mass communication mechanism. You don't even know that the police is on Instagram. One of my big homies from the block, which I won't shout his name out because he watched the show, but he told us a long time ago, when we was in our early 20s, he used to tell us, he used to be like, yo, stay off Facebook. Don't go up there. Stay off Instagram and all of that shit. And we used to be like, why? He used to be like, think about it. Think about it. If you take all the letters off Instagram and take all the letters off Facebook and you just leave the three main letters, what do you get? Think about that. Y'all let me know in the chat room. Take the ace and the book, leave the F and the B, take the gram and the Insta off and leave the I. And what do you get? He was telling us this about 10 years ago, maybe longer. Maybe longer. Maybe longer. Yes, sir. FBI. And where is young black men going today? Where we at? How are we getting shipped off by the hundreds of thousands to the goddamn federal penitentiary today. Through what? Facebook and Instagram. Mass communication, mass deception, social media, FBI. We going to jail because we on Facebook and Instagram, telling them what we doing, telling them where we going, telling us what school our kids go to. A lot of y'all be going live at y'all children's schools, letting the ops and the police know where your child is. But we think we protecting our children. How? When we record every goddamn thing. We gotta smarten up, fellas. This is warfare. We're at war. We're at war while you're taking pictures of every goddamn thing. While you gotta take a video of everything. We're at war. That's a breach of security. You letting people know your location. You don't have to pin your location for somebody to know where you at. Don't you know it's dudes out here that could tell you where you at by looking at the exits? They know what city you in. Don't you know technology is so advanced today that I can screenshot your picture, the street, put it into a search engine, and they'll tell me where you at. Black men, do you understand that we're at war? Huh? Do you understand this? Why do you think they made the goddamn movies Born Identity, Born Supremacy, Born Ultimatum? They're telling you what they were going to do in society. Tell me we're not living in a born identity society today. Somebody please tell me. Y'all tell me if I'm exaggerating or not. Just go back and watch Born Identity. Everywhere you goddamn walk, it's a camera on you. Everywhere you walk, it's a camera on you. Everywhere you walk, there's a camera on you. This is mass communications. And remember, we were so scared of terrorists, so you accepted the laws. See, now we're getting into environment. Now we're getting into environment and how they're using the laws and weaponizing laws to wage war. See, we were scared of these terrorists, right? Right? So we needed these protection laws. That's why you got cameras everywhere now. That's why you got cameras everywhere now. Because you said you wanted it. You said you wanted it. We didn't force you. You said you wanted it. This is why they kept playing the 9/11 commercials. Now you see why. Now listen, this ain't me trying to make you feel some type of way about your country. Listen, I'm not doing that. I'm just using it as an example. I'm not telling you not to, be a patriot and be proud of this country. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. Teach his own. But facts are facts. We asked for this level of security because we were afraid. Remember that? Remember all of those black men and black women that they were interviewing. Ah, yeah, They interviewing everybody. I'm scared to get on the train with these people. I'm scared to do this. I'm scared to come out of my house. That's right, my brother Larry Vaughn, the Patriot Act. Now we got cameras everywhere. Now you wonder why you don't have any privacy? Because you told them you can come into my house. This is mass deception. So now, as a man, how could you properly defend your house if you got these people in your house, in your business? Huh? Who are you? We could send a robot to control your whole house. Remember, y'all asked for this. We didn't force this on y'all. You see what happens, brothers? You see what happens when we don't understand warfare? You have to understand how warfare is waged. It is waged on a spiritual level. And if you don't understand it, you will not see it. You will think everything is okay. Society is evolving. Society is evolving, but all these black men are just dying. No, because they don't want to evolve, DS1. Evolve into what? What are we evolving into? You know, you ought to move with the times and evolve. Evolve into what? I'm a human. What am I evolving into? I thought this was my final stage. I thought this was my final form. See, you believe that lie. You believe that lie. This is why they was able to convince black men that it is no longer useful to black men to participate in agency with one another. See? So you got to be careful of things that you read online, things that you promote, even these little memes. You know how some people like to post little memes that may be good for that time. But when you actually go back and you read things and you just reassess your online activity as far as what you posting, then you start seeing like, damn, it's not that. It's not that, it's something else. So brothers, you got to be careful with what you posting, what you putting out there. You got to understand this, brothers, because this is about what? Mass deception. So understand, this YouTube video can be seen by millions of people. It can be seen by millions of people. You see? You got to understand, brothers, when you're getting on your phone and you're talking into your phone, you don't know who's listening to that. So be aware of the messages that you putting out. Be aware of this. See? And the message that you put out on these airwaves through these lines of communication, it shows what value system you practice, which also shows what side of the war that you're on. You see? You got to understand this. This is why I always said it wasn't about the messenger. It's about the message. It's about the message. You see? Because what did I say? A black man's message will outlive him. You want your message to outlive you, because then that means your message stood the test of time that you was on earth. So you want your message to outlive you. You want your message to live on, because that is how you fight this mass deception. This is how we fight, brothers. This is why they don't like this. This is why. Because this is how you fight. Your knowledge, your wisdom and understanding, that's your sword. And if you on the right side of the war, then you'll watch what you put on these airwaves, because you understand mass deception. You understand what mass communication is. And how they're using these lines of communication to possess people, to get them to communicate with things that will destroy them. This is why the drill music is the music of the industry, because they're using drill music, drill culture, that's what they call it. See, a drill culture can only exist when a lost value system is present. You see, that's the only time drill culture can exist, when a lost value system is prevalent and when it's being practiced on a mass level. You see, on a mass level. This is why black men are dying at an alarming rate on a mass level. Over 1,000 murders in Chicago already this year. Or we at 1,000. The end of the year, Chicago is topping over 1,000 murders. Philadelphia, over 500 plus murders. I'm not sure New York, but I know New York is close to Philly too. They're using this drill rap, this communication, to tell the black men around the world to kill yourselves and to look good doing it. Kill yourselves and look good doing it. Bury me in some EV Sue jeans. Bury me in some EV Sue jeans. A USDA top and a throwaway Glock. That's Young Jeezy. The same man who gave us Trap or Die. The same man who had everybody going cocaine crazy in the 2000s. Now he'll get up there and tell you that I ain't influenced you to do nothing. Your parents should have taught you better. Mass deception. See? It's because of guys like Jeezy. Listening to Jeezy. You know how many dudes I know got 25 for selling them keys? That's never coming home. That's just coming home. That's fighting cases currently. It's because of that young Jeezy influence. That Mr. 17.5. I know I was influenced by it. I was out there. I was going to college too, but I was out there too. I was out there too. See, I I had my snowman days. Everybody outside with Jeezy in their ears, trying to catch the plays. Mass deception. Jeezy is from Georgia. We was doing that shit in New York. Jeezy had New York going crazy. All the dope boys go crazy. Right? Y'all remember? That was them days, right? Look where we are now. Look what these dudes will tell you now. Look what they'll tell you now. Well, I ain't tell you to sell that. I ain't tell you to do that. This is deception, fellas. We can't keep falling to the deception. You see? Because out of them destroying our culture, right after that, they ushered in these laws. Which does what? Destroy our environment. It takes fathers out the home. Which not only cripples the children development-wise, but it leaves the children and our women unprotected. And when that happens, what? The deception continues. It recycles. It recycles. See? It recycles. Biocotyron is a cycle and it continues to go. But black men, we have to stop feeding it. See, we got to stop believing the lies. We have to stop allowing ourselves to be subverted. You see, we talk, if you notice, everyone's talking about value now. Everyone. If you go and you watch The Breakfast Club, you listen to any one of these podcasts that's in the industry, all of these rappers, everyone's talking about values, being of value. How are you of any value, black man, when you stand on lies? How are we any value to one another? How could we be? All we could do is do what the lost value system expects us to do. Take each other out. Take each other out. Do their job for them. And they use mass communication to promote the lack of black male agency, to promote poor educational support, to promote negative media portrayal, to promote the constant threat of extinction of black men. That's what we see on Facebook. All we see on Facebook and Instagram is the lost value system. Dripping and tricking. If you ain't dripping, you're tricking. You ain't doing that, you're killing. If you ain't doing that, you're robbing, you're getting high. All of these things. You see? They use mass communication to suggest that you subscribe to the lost value system. See? No matter how much you try to save some money. Soon as you cut on your Facebook, there go the new Jordans. Got to get the new J's. Because you can't be a bum. Can't be a bum. You can't be a dusty. Right? So you got to get the new J's. They just popped up on your timeline. Then when you go on Instagram, they got a nice track suit to match with it. You know? This is what they do. This is what they doing. See, they can suggest, you know how they got suggestions? They can suggest certain things to you because they know what you're subscribed to. You see? And you know how they know what you subscribe to? Because you told them what's on your goddamn mind when they asked you. Hey, Sheep Say Sleep TV, what's on your mind? And then I tell them. And then they put it through the algorithm. Then the algorithm spits back responses. That's why everything, when you sign up, it has a survey. They need to get to know you a little better. Let's get to know you a little better. You notice how they always say that, right? See, we've gotten so used to them being nosy, we just accept it. Like, oh, come on, let's just keep the process going. Because now it's second nature. Let's get to know you a little better, DS1. How tall are you? What is your body build? What is your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time? And then you wonder why you can't stop seeing Nautica. You can't stop seeing Polo. You can't stop seeing Montclair. This is mass deception. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing to keep you following and worshiping the lost value system. And as long as you're doing that, they know black men will never get along about shit. They know that. They know that already. They've already done the math. They already know the results. They already know the results. Why? Because we told them. Because we've allowed ourselves to be opened up to lies and the deception. You see? So how they use social media and all of this shit as a weapon against us is they first suggested that we need their protection. You see what this is? This goes back to yesterday's show, subversion. Make sure y'all go and check that out. It's in the playlist section. You see? They first suggested, hey, you need our help. You need our help. And this is where we are today. This is where we are today, black man. Where black men are walking around deceived. This is why I named my channel Sheep Stay Sleep. Because I understand that the masses are sheep. They're going to do whatever they're told because they're afraid of not doing what they're told. They're afraid of the consequences. And there may not even be none. But being that it was suggested that they accept this for whatever reason, and a lot of times when you ask people, they can't even tell you. They can't even tell you why they accept the lie, how they accepted lies, and they can't tell you. But see, that's a problem, fellas. I'm telling you where you accept it at. And this is where we're going wrong at. This is why today's show is mass deception. Because on a mass level, black men we jacked up, man. We jacked up. And it is because we believe in this lying, treacherous, murderous system. Here. The lost value system, aka the American value system. This is why we're in a capitalist society, because in the lost value system, capitalism runs that system. You see? See? And in the system of capitalism, black men are slaves. Why? Because black men are numbers, barcodes. I'm not even going to get in all that. You see? But we still think in a lost value system that we people. See, we believe that lie. How you think you're a person in a lost value system when you operate through your wallet? If you was a person, you'll operate through yourself, not through an object. See, you're operating through an object because you're an object. You see? But that's a whole nother different topic. But brothers, we really have to begin to understand the importance and the power of truth and standing on it and not being afraid to speak it. Because that is how you fight the enemy. That is how you fight in this physical realm. You see? Because this war is not fought on flesh and blood. Understand this, fellas. Beware of what you do here on these airwaves. Beware of what you do on these airwaves. Beware. Don't allow yourself to be deceived. So shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Make sure you like today's show. Make sure you share today's show. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. She said, Cook, appreciate you. Appreciate you, sis. And congrats on that 50K. Let me see if I missed any other super chats. But make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share today's show. I appreciate everyone for coming through. This is part 3. I will be back with part 4 of this series. I think I will be doing up to part 5. I'm not sure yet, but I will be back with part 4. Make sure y'all go to the playlist section of the channel. Check out the playlist, We Are at War. Check out all the playlists. But if you want to catch up on this series, just go to the playlist section, click the playlist, We Are at War. And this is where you can find the previous episodes. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Shout out to all the visionaries in the building. Much love to y'all for coming through and holding down the chat. Much love to y'all for coming through, hitting the like button, sharing the show. Everyone who hit the super chat, everyone who hit the Cash App, I appreciate it. Shout out to my brother Father's Time for hitting the super chat. I appreciate it, my brother. A-Game Nation. Much love to you. Shout out to everyone for coming through. Like I said, make sure you go to the playlist section and check out episodes 1 and 2. I will be back with episode 4. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Much love, everybody. Much love. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the show. If you haven't yet, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And like I always say, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. So we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace. This show is sponsored, and this channel is sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it is for our libido. Fellas, join this A-Game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box. And at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.